Well, gang, we're on our Huntington adventure, and we stopped at world famous hillbilly hot dogs. I didn't realize how close this was to my hometown. We're not 20 minutes from Huntington. And here we are.
Okay, where do you all want to start? Do you want to start up here and look around at all the stuff on this balcony first?
Check this out. You can sit on this old last school bus. It's a little low rider. Oh, there's fold on chairs. Huh. Oh, that's cool. This place is a trip. It's kind of like a toilet vlog. What is that? Yep. That's Miss Sherry, the owner. You probably saw her on Man vs. Food. Right now we're in Spring Hill Cemetery, just above the street where I grew up. And anybody that's seen the movie We Are Marshall, at the very end they show a monument. And this is it.
See the people moving things?
Oh yeah. It was a major, serious impact on this community. And they've got listed. And Eugene Morehouse, his son Keith Morehouse, became the lead sportscaster for this area. And that's his dad. Gene Morehouse was what they called him, but and this is the players. And the sculpture on top represents like an eternal flame burning in remembrance. But this is where I grew up. This is where I learned to drive, where I learned to ride my bicycle, where I used to sleigh ride.
Oh yeah, I think it's sleigh riding.
First made out with a girl. Whoop. That's not true. This is the old Mansour's Market, which is now Julian's. It was Sod's for a minute. And well, you see it says DBA Sod's Foods there, but anyway, now apparently it's a liquor store too. This is where I worked when I first started college, and I delivered for him, and it's right smack in the south side of town. Neato. Cool stuff. Huh. It's funny. This is the Rose Garden in Ritter Park in Huntington. And you can see why. Here we go. Feel free to pause that and read at your leisure.
Uh-huh.
Gorgeous. Right over in there are little trails that go up a little creek where you could go get into mischief. Not me, I'm a good kid. This is the stairway up from the park proper into the Rose Garden. We kind of drove around to the top of it, but you can walk to it from the park. Ritter Park, it's called, donated by a philanthropist, Huntingtonian. And there's all these little stone archway bridges all throughout the park crossing what's known as Four Pole Creek. This is the little path that goes, I gotta go to Five Pines.
Huh?
I gotta go up to Five Pines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll go up, and then we'll come up to the Gobbler's Knob and back around. I don't know what, this is just a little tributary creek. These are perennial creeks, they run year round. Huh? This little bridge along this trail, this is just down below the rose garden, it's up there. And these 4 little cypress trees, or spruce trees I guess, is what we used to call 5 pines. So my buddy Beans pulled one up out of the ground, so now it's 4 pines.
Oh, so here's the 4, okay.
Yeah, and I have spent... I have spent...
It's got poison ivy.
Cry me a river.
Whatever.
I have spent hours on this bridge of iniquity.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. When Gobbler's Knob was open, you could drive it. And people used to cruise this little road on the other side of this wall. And this is what we called the wall. Original, huh? But we would sit here and people would come cruising down from Gobbler's Knob there on the road. The amphitheater's up there too. And we would sit along this wall and hang out and watch people cruise. And these used to be little flowing ponds, and now the creek flows below it. This hillside is where our senior picture was taken. Our entire senior class stood up on that hillside, and I knew a guy, Hatfield Electric, who had a cherry picker truck, who came down and rode our photographer up into it as he took our picture. That's in the yearbook. If I remember sometime, I'll show you. Alrighty kids, there we are, just now leaving Cam's Ham. There's my best friend in the whole wide world, Chuck. Him and his fiance Kim, who I apparently went to church with. Had to have been. Say hello to the internet, Chuck. Say hello to the internet.
We're videotaping.
We're off again. This is downtown Huntington.
Pizza and Raw Bar was opening back there. That's an odd picture. Pizza and Raw Bar.
There's Rio Grande. Keith Albee. Great theater.
Put oysters on.
And this is the old Heritage Station restaurant, which when we worked here was just called The Station. It's now a visitor center, and it's got an old locomotive parked in front. Boy, yeah, absolutely. The locomotive used to be up there. They have moved that damn thing back 100 feet. That blows my mind.
Looks like it's on rails, though.
Yeah, but it sat there for 50 years unmoving. You'd climb on it all you want to. And this is the old Pullman car. We used to serve dinner in there. We used to cater it. And then back here, Larry, you might find interesting, is the old First Huntington National Bank was robbed by Jesse James. You can pause that and read it at your leisure, but this is the old First Huntington National Bank. And in 1875 was the scene of Huntington's first bank robbery, which they attribute to none other than Jesse James. Can you see that? Yeah. This is it now. It is now a wine and cheese shop. But that gazebo right there, Larry, we used to hire live bands. Here's the old Heritage Station restaurant. Now I live in Arizona now.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
This is the Visitors Bureau now, and this is the bar where I used to bartend when it was the Station restaurant. And it still has the old original bar behind it. And the old brass rail. Here's some bathroom vlogging. This is in the same restaurant, the Station. I mean, none of this is really original or really old school, but what I really wanted to show you, that is an absolutely honest to God original Station restaurant bar stool. And although I spent lots of time on the other side of the bar, I spent a lot of time in a chair just like this too. Well, I made it to Frost Top, kids. You can believe that. This is old 1950s drive-up diner. Not even a diner, hot dog hamburger joint. They do some barbecue sandwiches and stuff, but that's really it. Homemade root beer, hot dogs, hamburgers. And you can pull up and they'll hang the little tray on your window. See him go in there with the tray? They hang it right on the window. Or you can get it to go, or you can sit outside like we're sitting. Absolutely classic.